yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer, making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With free heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free haven leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. It's more than print, it's a way to rise through the sweat and tears under burning skies. He's here for the makers, for the love he gives. With every design, he shows how to live. Oh, free and leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. Yo, it's free heathen breaking the game. For the makers, the dreamers, remember the name. Crew and tribe, we're riding this wave. For every creator who dared to be brave. He's the man with the vision, designs that inspire, fueling the scene with relentless fire. From the crew to the tribe, he's breaking the mold, building a legacy that's fierce and bold. Promoting the makers, he's lifting them higher. Every model a spark, every print's desire. He's got the skills, the hustle, the drive. Free heathen workshop, keeping dreams alive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, they're leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. Yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer, making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With free heathen workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs, he's always on deck. With the mantra he lives by, protect your neck. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free haven leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. It's more than print, it's a way to rise through the sweat and tears under burning skies. He's here for the makers, for the love he gives. With every design, he shows how to live. Oh, free, they're leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. It's free heat and breaking the game. For the makers, the dreamers, remember the name. Crew and tribe, we're riding this wave. For every creator who dared to be brave. He's the man with the vision, designs that inspire, fueling the scene with relentless fire. From the crew to the tribe, he's breaking the mold, building a legacy that's fierce and bold. Promoting the makers, he's lifting them higher. Every model a spark, every print's desire. He's got the skills, the hustle, the drive. Free Heathen Workshop, keeping dreams alive. So keep your chin up, protect your neck. This life's a grind, but there's no regret. Just build, 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 let your heart connect. I love you and you matter, never forget. Oh, free, they're leading the way, pushing the limits, redefining the play. For the crew, for the tribe, for the ones who strive. He's the pulse of the maker's drive. Yeah, he's setting the tone for every designer making magic their own. Blueprints and dreams, they're the tools of the trade. With Free Heathen Workshop, the future's made. His models are art, his passion's the key. He's building a world for the community. Through struggles and triumphs,
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Free Heathen Workshop. We're over here for Super Sunday here on Twitch, or YouTube, sorry. Welcome in. We're just going to chill and do stuff. I don't know. It's hot. It's hot here in the lab. Oh, buddy. So we're just going to start up with some video games. We might do some designing because I just thought, oh, maybe we could make some minis. I don't know if we ever ended up printing the chests. I also want to show you guys the Everyone filament I've been using. I'm doing some trucks for the charity stuff, but my purge block falls over all the time. It's so annoying. So we're just relaxing. As you can see, I've got disaster here in the lab. When don't I have a disaster in the lab? But yeah, I just we're gonna play some video games. I think we're gonna play Satisfactory. Yeah, Satisfactory. So if you guys are into that, cool. I just watched a inspiring YouTube video, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably be on. I said I would be. So whoops-a-doodle. Having some water, drink your water. We got 30-degree weather here in Vancouver. Got our energy drink. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some design, some miniature design. I don't know. We can make stuff. I've been really inspired by a bunch of the other creators lately. They're just so talented. So, it's always fun. I know. 3D printing. 3D printing, really? Yeah, 3D printing, really. Ooh. Feels like 33. I would say, no, it feels like 28. Humidity's down, though, so that's maybe why my prints are going so good. But again, I have no idea why that purge block always gives up. Maybe it's because it's not, square enough. It's like a rectangle. I don't know. But it'll cool off a little later tonight. That'll be good. And we got another hot day tomorrow. So I'm over on Twitch tomorrow for Madness Mondays. I think my Satisfactory crashed. Well, maybe not. We can build some stuff. I don't know. We could draw. We could paint. I don't know. There's lots of stuff. Yeah, I'm always glad to have you guys. It's always a joy. Just waiting for it to load. Yeah. I still don't have an answer to what our format is. I'll be honest. Oh, you know what we could do is we could take a look at the new book. The book has been updated, and we could take a look through that. And then release it out onto drive-through for you guys. I hear the noises, but I can't bring you guys over yet because it's still loading. It's got I want to say a Mario start to it, but clunky McClunkerson over there. Because that filament, that purge block let go. I was like, oh, maybe I should glue this down. I should have glued it down. I didn't. Let me bring you guys over to general gaming. So you can see here we're not prepared at all. Because, you know, being prepared, that's for people who like to be prepared. I like to be prepared, but I tend not to be prepared. I don't know. It's a live stream. You know, well, that's the best part of it. I gotta move this so I can see it on my side. We can even change the background. You guys want to change the background? Let's change the background. We have a new background. I think we just got a new background. It was just gifted to us. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no, I'm going to do a new one. Let me go and get it out of Discord. Is this an after stream? Well, well, waiting on you. I never got a message from you. But you're welcome to come chat. That way, take the pressure off you and do whatever. Yeah, I thought you were. Yeah, I didn't see anything when I looked. Are you live? I didn't look. My mistake. No, you're not. Giggles is. I don't see you. Let me look. Let me look. Let me just see if build. Did I make a mistake? No. No, it's not. There's no built over bot today. I see that you're promoting Maker Deck. That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I can come over for voice chat or whatever. I don't know. I just said I would be here. We're waiting. Nothing happened. So, those of you who are just watching the VOD or whatever, that is the built over bot. He runs a channel over on Twitch known as MakerHouse. MakerHouse! And I quite often get to come over on Sundays and talk trash and have fun with him. So, yeah. So we're just relaxing, chilling, doing our thing. And, yeah, we're going to play some video games, probably do some stuff. And, I don't know. But this is our after stream. We did a Whip Sunday over on Twitch if you want to go check it out. But, I don't bring that stuff over here to YouTube. It's not very popular, so if you are thinking it's popular, make sure you put something in the notes, down below, and then I'll do it. What do we got here? I gotta find that background. I also have to do some. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the good old Elysian Fields. I love the Elysian Fields, don't you? Me do 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 do. Do we have a YouTube thing? Yeah, me prepared never. Yeah, being prepared is overrated. I think that we bring the wildness to this. Yeah, I was just watching an inspirational video and I was like, oh yeah, I should do the thing. Do the thing and make the stuff, you know? And if we cut our live stream short here on YouTube, oh no, oh no, oh no, how dare we? How dare you? Yeah. Oh no, it's the end of days. How dare I? I don't see the thing. Yeah. How dare you? Yeah, exactly. Oh no. I make content, and if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If you don't, you don't. Me. Did I not save this? I thought I saved it. Maybe we won't change the background. We gotta change the background though. Winter background sucks. Yeah, winter's great. I love winter, but maybe I lost the thing. I don't know. It's planning. Overrated. No, it's there. It's a PNG. So why is it not linking it? I say. Image. Takes PNGs, yeah. Oh, can I not do that? Alright. Yeah, weird. Alright, doesn't work. Alright, well, we're stuck with winter for now. Hope you guys enjoy looking at the ice. Alright, let's play some video games. Oh yeah, I should probably do some paperwork. You guys, okay, let me load up some stuff here so you guys can have something to look at, and then I can do some paperwork. This one? I'm gonna do some paperwork. You guys cool to do some paperwork? And yeah, I'm happy to show off the new 90% trucks. Got our microchips going. Pretty excited. Bunch of freebies. Scaled them down a little bit. I think I'm over extruding though, because the wheels get sticky when I first do it. There should be a fair amount of clearance in there. It's like half a mil. They turn fine. But I don't know. Maybe the seam line is interrupting. I don't know. Do the thing and make the stuff, you know? This is gonna crash just like our follow game. Watch. Oh no. Oh. Excellent. My audio is going to my speakers. Perfect. Perfect. Making stuff, doing things. So we're learning Satisfactory. We're playing on the easiest world. We're cutting. What are we cutting right now? We're cutting steel and then storing it. And then what's this one making? Is this one making anything? Yeah, this is making something. What is this making? This is making iron rod. Okay, cool. And then don't we have another one? No natural gas. You get coal apparently later. You're basically burning. You're camping basically. We might have to move some stuff. But yeah. I know, I never stop making. I know. I know. Alright, so can we... Yeah, we need to move this, because we can't do anything with this. So where do we want to put our hub? Maybe over here? Let's do it over here. Cute. Nope. That's not what I did. So you need to build a space elevator. I'll build a space elevator when I dang well want to, you know? Where's my... Okay, so I'm worried about this over here. So I gotta maybe put this over here. This is gonna screw up all my configuration stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, good enough. Then we got to run electricity to these power poles, but we can, because we want that power pole for this over here as well. So then we need to, we want to dig. So we want this thing. Oh, I'm missing nothing. Missing concrete. Missing concrete? What do you mean missing concrete? You're missing concrete. Alright, well we had this thing do a bunch of bars. Let's change it into steel plates maybe? And then we want to change our settings, right? We want to go production. Select recipe. So we need screws? Yeah, screws always seems to... Oh, concrete. Can we make concrete? No, but we can do screws. No, we can't. So we gotta do... Maybe we'll do iron plates for now? Yeah. So this is all off, right? Because we gotta move it, but we're gonna run power from over here. We'll take this bad boy. And then we're gonna put one right here. Ish. And then we need to do two. What's this wire? Yeah, this is wire. So we take a wire from there. Boop, boop. And then this one. Boop. So this. Let's do the far one. Yeah, let's do the far one. Can we do the far one? There we go. And then we're good there. And then we just come over here. And we just throw a bunch of leaves in there. Boop. Biomass. Okay. And then this one, we can throw the wood in, just in case we need it later. It won't turn on until we have a power draw. So that's doing that. And then, I guess we gotta go look around for concrete. Oh, we hit V. And then we look for limestone. Whoop. 200, 300, 350. Right here. This is the one we need. This is the one we need. Oh, that's a long way down. We need to build a conveyor for that. I'll bet you we have down here. It's because we could build conveyor belts up to there from here. This is iron. This is iron. This is iron. We got lots of iron. This is iron. So this would be concrete over here. But it's probably missing fuel. I bet you money it's missing fuel. What are you making? Concrete. I'll take that. Yeah. See, it's missing fuel because it's off. So we come over this thing. And we can like feed into it from reserve or whatever. We just stick some biomass in there. Now we have concrete. It's gonna make as much concrete as it can. And then what happens is when it can't dig there, it'll store here. And then from storing here, it'll go into the manufacturing. And then technically it should be over there. But let's do a conveyor belt. And then how far can we go? We can go like here. At least then we don't have to walk so far. And then put a storage unit on the end of it. Yeah, storage container, see? Then we just put a... Because then, well, maybe we'll put it over here. Let's rotate it. And then what we can do is we can then put a conveyor belt from there. Oh. Need to take this, dismantle, because we put it the wrong way. We want input there. Boop. And then we take 3, we go from there to there, done. Now it'll store all the concrete. See? And then... yeah. So we can put iron down here. What was our problem up there? I don't know. Maybe let's break something down here. So then we come in here and we go looking for special. We're looking for production. Yeah, iron. Where's my output? That's my output? Yeah, sure. And we do this from there to like here. Then we go in here and we find the thing that constructor. Oh, smelter. And then we just take our conveyor belt. Okay, then we'll F this one. Then we take our conveyor belt from there. Why is that no good? Oh, no, it's no good. Is it? Yeah, it looks okay. Then we're gonna do iron ingots. And then we'll take this one. Then we'll do this one. And we'll put it like here. That looks good. We take this one and connect to that one. We got no power over here. Excuse me. Where are you going? Where are you going, pork chop? Come here, you. Come here, you. Ah, I'll teach you. And then, see, that's all of a mess, so we kind of need to... Well, we could do another... We'll do a storage over here or something, right? Because then we can come down here. But then we need a power plant down here. Eh. And go over here, and then we just come in here, and then we logistics. No, we want storage. Something like that. Missing iron plates. Well, there's your problem right there, right? We gotta get some iron plates out of this bad boy. So, can we build a power plant? No, we gotta go get iron plates from up there. See? I knew it. I knew it. Oh, we might as well go grab some concrete while we're down here. See, we can use some concrete. That's good. Wee. See, we gotta, like, because what we need to do is set up a conveyor. One that goes up and one that goes down, because they make it easier to get around. Oh, birds. I think maybe we need to move our facility from here to down there. I'll be honest. And then, did I make this into rods? I think I made this into rods. I'm pretty sure this is rods. Nope, iron plates. Perfect. So that one down there will be iron rods. Then we need to find some copper. I'll bet you we have copper already, though. Can we just... No, they have to be powered, don't they? I'll bet you. Because then we want that one to come this way, and then that one can go... We'll have to fix that one. But this one... Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So let's put the power facility here? Well, no, because this is all output. So yeah, we'll put the power facility like over on this side. And we want to be able to feed it via input. So maybe we do it like this. And then we make a power pole. Maybe one here. One here. And then, yeah, so we'll draw from that. So then we want to go from here. Power to that one, and then that one, to that one, and then that one, to... That one? No. So I want this one to that one. Yeah, there we go. It's wrong, but it's okay. And then this one goes to that one. And then this one goes to this one. To this one. Alright. Yeah, it's a mess, but we can always fix it later. Because we need this... We want this one to go to this one. So we go F. Yeah, then we do 1. that one to... No, sorry, 2. That one to that one. Yeah, because then this will give us a main line out to here. And then... come over to this thing. Put some fuel in it. Now turn it on. See, it turns it on. Problem solved. So then we got some concrete, and then... what's this thing building? We gotta see what... oh, it needs storage too, but we don't think we have enough for storage. So we want to make... what are we making with this one? Rods, right? Yeah, we said rods on this one. There we go. And then, so that's going to go through there, 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 and then we need a storage on the end. And then we go doop, doop, doop. So now, I thought for sure we had copper. So there's some more iron over there. Oh, look! Look, a blue slug. I don't know what it's doing. But then we'll have a blue slug. Whee! Let's grab this. Just in case. You know, you might want to make turning generators on it. I don't know. Do the thing and stuff, right? Why, power grid blew too much power. What are you talking about, too much power? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Hello.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fixit production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yeah, this one turned off. I don't know why it turned off. Oh, not enough fuel, that's why. There you go. Why it blows the fuse when it has no power, I don't know. I don't know. So then, those rods need to be turned into screws. So we could use this one to make more rods again. So maybe... over here. I know, it's a disaster. It's already a disaster. Bad planning. Somebody didn't draw out this grid. So we come over here, and then we want to come into... I think we need to do a constructor. At least we can put it, like, near it, right? And then C. Or 2. Nope. 3, 4, 3. Boop. And then this comes into here, like that. And then this... now how do we get electricity to this one? I think we have to make another power pole. Maybe. Yep, we're good. And then this makes screws. Yeah, there we go. Now we're making screws. And then I think we need another storage thing. Then we go here, conveyor belt into this one. So that now makes into screws. And we still have iron rods in here because we got storage. So it's like if it ever gets full of screws or whatever. And then there's our power station. I don't know how much power it makes. Then we're going to go over here. I don't know if we can make... can we make another drill? We can make another drill. So let's break this one. And then we'll... what are we doing? We're going to do the thing. Let's do the drill. So I want this drill, something like that, I think. And then I want this thing over here. And then I want this thing. Like over. What is your problem? Why you no like? Oh, I'm missing copper wire. So now, well, let's see if we can hook this up at least. Oh. And then we have power from there, so we put another power pole in? Maybe. Then we need wire, so we take that one. And will that reach? Can I go from this one to there? Yep. And then this one to there? Yeah, so yeah, I just got some electricity. And then this needs to make iron ingot. We're out of power again. That's okay. We can go deal with that. So we need concrete and screws. So we're working on screws. I don't see any shrubs around here. Gotta work on the chainsaw. I think we need the space elevator for that. And then we'll just see how long we're running this, and then, yeah. Did I ever... Oh, cute bird. Did I ever release the... Do you guys know if I ever released the treasure chest? Because I think we're pretty much... I think this is the last batch of maker chips. I don't know how much longer it's got going. I think there's like another 4 hours, right? So... But if we get the chainsaw, the only thing is I'd like to be able to plant trees, you know? If we're going to use shrubs and trees, I'd like to be able to, like, replenish them, you know? It's like pick up leaves. I don't see no leaves. Oh, there we go. And see, we can move all this back, right? Because we can, if we need more space here, we just pull this all back. But that's all iron, I think. Let me just take this. Turn it back on. Because what's this one? This one's making, yeah, so then that's making iron rods, which then go into this? No, yeah, which then go into this, which then go into that, so there's storage on the other side. Then that goes into there, and then how we got there. So we got 90. So then we need concrete, but we need copper. So we gotta make, so you hold down the V button, and it'll ping for you. So maybe my copper plant? What's going on with my copper plant, you know? It says I know it, so it's down here somewhere. So maybe we need to make conveyor belts up to here so we know where it is. There it is down there. Oh, it looks like it's lost power. Oh no, maybe it's disconnected power? What's going on down here? No, there's power plant down here. Well, hello, Dank, Lord Dankington. How are you, brother? Listen here. So this is just copper. So now we need to... So we need to take this, and what I think we need to do is make an assembler. But so what we're going to do is hit Q. Then we need the constructor, sorry. And we're going to do the constructor uphill, I guess. But we need power cables. Guess who didn't make power cables? This guy. So let's go take a look and see if we can make up some power cables. Oh, and we can put the concrete in because the milestones, you can just donate to it. So it like just disappears right away. To this thing. Because we can go more concrete, right? And that'll give that. Oh, we're so close. We need a little more concrete. So let's make some wire. So we got lots of, let's make our 100 copper ingots. That's kind of boring. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe we can look at something else in the meantime? Do you guys want to look at Discord? Oh yeah, I gotta do the paperwork, that's why. I gotta do paperwork. So let me do paperwork. So you guys can watch that. Yeah, it's running. Alright, so let me do my paperwork. Alright. Alright, let's go. I think there was a thing. There it is. Check my pins. Is that the newest one? It is the newest one. January, February, March. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Ooh, I'm behind on that one. Do that. Waiting on this. This will give me this. So then this one. Yeah, I might have to start a second, either an email address or something. What do you guys think? And then this one. I may have to do that. Apparently I was quite behind. So this one goes there. This one. And then there should be a new one. A new one here in a minute. And then there should be, yep, there's this one. But as always, you guys, you know, if I am behind on your win, you can say something. It don't matter to me. There's one here. See, you guys don't. If you don't follow the schedule, if you don't follow what I tell you, This one, and that one. There should be a new one for that one soon. If you don't do the thing, I don't know what I'm looking at. April. Okay. That's weird. Alright. It's a weird date. This one goes to you. Who is this one for again? Oh, dang. Now I'm confused. I was just doing it. So that one's done. That one's done. That's for this one. This is this one. And then oh, I got another one. I'll just wait for that one. I think that puts us up. But that's a weird date. That's a weird one. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Even though we talk, yeah, we talk nearly every day. It's true, we do. There we go. This is a weird one. Weird date on this one. But I look for certain things if you win, you have to be there to know. So yeah, we're doing satisfactory. It is hot in here. Oh boy, I'm sticking to my desk. No AC, you know. AC's for the plebs, as they say. I don't even know what a pleb is, but I think maybe we'll put our space elevator way down at the bottom. Because it doesn't seem like you have to build within proximity. Alright, let's stop that. Let's do this. Biomass is apparently more efficient. Do some of this. I don't know why, it just is. I don't even know what bare copper wire's for. It doesn't seem like a whole lot. And then we can do reinforced plates, but I wonder what that's for. That's probably for the space station, right? Alright, so this is not running? Yeah, this is not running. No, this is... Okay, so let's take this. To wood biomass. Why? I don't know. But yeah, so I got that finished for you guys. So if there is anything else behind, let me know. Reach out and I'll check the dates. So then we'll take this one. Which one's it's this one here. So we'll this one. Turn it back on. I wonder, can we run a power line from here? Okay, why not? That's weird. Okay, can we missing concrete. Ah. This is this is all our other stuff. Because we should hypothetically be able to run a power... This is all off. Why is this off? This should not be off. Well, many screws we got? 300. 300. Meh. We need like a bike. I still think this needs like a motorized bike or something. I was told it's not a big deal. Okay, so this. So we want to do a power pole. I think we want to do a power pole from here. Oh, that one's full. No empty line contactors. Alright. We'll just put it down there for now. You know? Oh yeah, we're gonna do our spaceship thing. Squirrel! Boink!
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
I'm adding your CAPTCHA to a new flyer I'm putting into shipments along with... What's a CAPTCHA? Oh, I'm waiting for stuff. But then we'll do that. So then we need copper. Oh, okay. You sure? You don't have to do that. That's really cool, though. If you do, though, make sure that you make sure you tell them. That they can request any manufacturing of my stuff through you. Oh, knocked you out. Oh, I'm not close enough? How do I make this taller? Yeah, I don't need that. I can almost get the little guy too. Cut the tree down, I guess? I don't know. It's gonna fall on the ground if I cut the tree down? We need like a ladder or something. Yeah, because you gotta hold it. That's what this game's all about. Oh, there's another one over there. Can we get to him? Yeah, we can. Oh, we need the copper wire from down there. I feel like this place has lower gravity. Oh, what we need to do, you know what we need? We need to build a thing. You know the thing? Constructor? So we want it to be up here, right? I think so. And then we want to do this. Just want to go from this to this. And then we need this to this, and then this, and then this needs to make... Can we make wire? I think we can make wire, yeah? Yeah, I think so. And then we just load this in there, load this in there. Can we load more than that? No. Of course not. But we can load these in here. And then this, we just switch them out. No, we want the biomass in there, and then we'll make solid biomass out of the other one. Need lights. When the XL shirts? Yes, XL shirts. Yes, XL. XL. Because if it's too big, that's fine. If it's too small, then I gotta make a patch out of it. And I don't want to do that. And then gotta go do this thing. Come in here, and then we want to do biomass leaves. Then we're gonna do biomass wood. Then we're gonna do solid biomass. These. And then we can plug those into like one of the factories we need to just keep going, which is probably the copper one. Because I think we end up needing a lot of wire. I'm going to leave this for a minute. I'm going to take a step away, but I'll leave you guys on this. There's like no pause screen here on YouTube. There's really no need. So you guys can watch that work. Actually, I wish I picked something bigger, but... Yeah, like, how long is this going to take? Oh, a minute. Yeah, exactly. That's the goal of it, right? Is to fund that. Well, hi guys. How did that did not keep you entertained? Let's make. Oh, I don't want to do this on that. I want to do it. Now I remember why I don't like doing this because dude. Now I know why. What was like? You gotta do the thing. Get some water. How you guys? You guys doing a good day? We got 4 hours on both prints. I gotta get the voron up and going. But if that fan's no good, which it isn't, it's just gonna keep us in suspense, right? It would be nice to have a switch, like an easy way to switch those without taking them apart. I guess it's fairly easy. It's like 5 screws or whatever, but still. You got a head that goes down or whatever, you just switch the head out. You guys want to see my trucks? My trucks are so cool. So I make these trucks. So if you guys don't know, it's not a big deal. Please don't make a big deal out of it. But I do some charity stuff for my local food bank, because the kids, right? You always gotta think about the kids. And so one of the things I do when a company sends me samples, which is what this is, one of the first things I like to do is make toys for the kids. We're gonna do a bow tie today too, I think. Yeah, that came out really nice. I like the color. Look at the color on them. Yeah, it's a cool little truck. Yeah, that rainbow. You know, I'm not a rainbow guy, but they sent me 2 reels of rainbow, so you know. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so the merch will be available soon. And then you guys, any merch that you buy will go to funding adventures like Midwest, Printopia. Form Next is a big one that's coming. And the shirts will be in XL. I know some of you guys are bigger than that. I think some of you guys are double XL, but... And I don't know about American sizes. And we gotta do this, because we're gonna make some iron plates. Oh, we have a ton of iron ore sitting in our hands. Did you guys know that I have no idea about mining? Like, not a clue. I didn't even know what the acid thing, where you wash the gold in acid. I didn't even know that. I totally didn't know that step. I didn't even know about that. We're gonna try and make 100 iron plates. I know we have a factory doing it already, but that's for another project. All the factories are shut down. You can hear them. Pew, pew. They're blowing their breakers. Which makes no sense, because that's not how it works, but... Don't rely on breakers with electricity. But hey, if that's what makes them happy, like, what do we care, right? There's our 100. And then I know we have the screws. Do we have... How much wire do we have? We need like 300 wire. I think we can make 300 wire. I don't know why there's a ratchet sound. I guess because the sound of like crucibles is not very much. It's like you hear the fire, that's it. Because that's what you would do. And then with this, you'd put like bars. You put bars through, and then they keep stretching the wire. It's like a little jig thing you can do. And copper, depending on the quality of the copper, like what's in it. If it's pure copper, it's quite pretty soft, but. Let's go see if we can find some screws. Is this one doing screws? I think this one's doing screws, right? No, that's doing iron sheets. It's still running. I guess I couldn't take the iron sheets. factory down here. Collect some biomass just in case. We just make the jump! Don't do that in real life. This one looks like... Just doing stuff over here. Yep, there's our screws. Take 500? Sure, why not? 500 screws. I wonder what kind of screws they're using. I don't know. I know how screws are made on a lathe, but I don't know how I don't know how a screw machine works. Still think I'd love to have a textiles plant inside a castle. I would absolutely turn an old castle into a factory, like a livable factory. So, because the castle's it's interesting. Castles, like when you get them hot, they stay hot. When in summer, they stay cool. So this is doing plates. I don't know. Hit the button.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies.
Excuse you, ma'am.
Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
I'm surprised it doesn't have like a little cloning booth you can use. Like in BioShock. Oh man, I was looking at like BioShock videos again. I forgot how much fun BioShock is. I didn't know Dishonored was like BioShock. But that's okay. You can come chat with me. You don't have to stream. You can just chit-chat with me. And if you're too tired to chit-chat, that's okay too. I don't know how long we're going to be here on YouTube. I don't even know what we're going to do. This is just a thing I'm doing right now. That doesn't mean this is what my show is going to end up being, you know? Trying to get a white truck to laser on a... Trying to get a white truck to laser on the shell of a box is hell. I don't know what you're talking about, but it does sound unpleasant. I do. I need to hook up my laser this summer, for sure. That's definitely one of the top projects that needs to be done. Because I got some stuff. I worry about my live workspace with lasers. You know? So this shut down. That's fine. No, this is still running. Okay, let's do biofuel, I guess. Oh, I did get myself at the dollar store. I got myself some awesome sour warheads. Freezies. What do you call them? I don't know. You know how it's like the sweet water that you freeze. I don't know what the Freezies is a brand, right? Assembler, copper sheets, jelly pad, jump pad, awesome sink, awesome shop, weapon buildup, conveyor belts. I think we want this. So we need some cable. We need more screws and we need more steel plates. But we have steel plates. We have steel plates, not to worry. Don't you worry your mind. Oh, and we have steel rods. So this should give me steel plates. This is not giving me steel plates? Oh, there we go. It was full. Should build storage for the end of that. And we need rods, which are... Oh, maybe we can do a storage thing here. Do a storage thing, right? We can move this too. Need rods. Whee! So this is running. That's running. Concrete we don't need right now. We're not worried about that. So this should be able to scoop some screws out of here. So can we just turn this off for now? And then this will just start loading up rods, I think. Nope. Do I just disassemble this? Concrete we don't need. This is shut off for now. We need to put storage here. Am I missing more rods? That's terrible. Whee! This is turned off. This is making stuff. So I'll store that. We'll take this over here and see what we're missing. Wire we don't need. So we need more rods and we need more steel plates, which will come into here. There should be something down here. And we can actually build something else here too. Tons of iron. Tons of iron. I'll let that be. So this is shut down here. So maybe we have to make another mining application for more rods? Because we want to make screws. I know we need screws. Trust you me, I know a lot of the screws. So then we take this, biomass into this thing, turn that on. I think we need to make the little mining guy first, and then do it. This is all turning back on. Because we need screws, for sure. We're gonna need a lot of screws. So let's go make the little mining dude. Then we'll put down, and then we'll have two more. We'll have another rod generator, and then we'll do research because we gotta do a splitter so we can do things into other things, you know, like combine stuff. So this is gonna be doing that. We need this. What are we missing? Iron plate. Good thing we got some iron plate over here. Take all. Craft. Hey, let's make two. Just in case. And then, I don't know what we need for the... Then we come over here, and we want to do production, we want to do miner. Do we have to break the thing? We have to break the thing. Gotta break the outcropping. There we go. Then we do the thing. But we want it to go... Yeah, probably want it to go there. Can we turn it? Probably put another one over here just in case. Is that one not powered up? It may not be powered up. This one here, I don't think this one's powered up. Yeah, no, it is powered up. But that... I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, it's not connected. So then we need to do a smelter. So that's a smelter, right? So then we need constructor. And then we need a smelter into... So it goes... Why these are backwards, I don't know. Then we need a storage. Missing iron rods. But we're not missing iron rods because this thing's making iron rods. Take all. What's this thing doing? Then we come over here. So then this goes to this, and then 2. Do we need another power station? Nope. And then this, we gotta turn it on. So it's got ore, right? This needs to make, yeah, and then this needs to make iron rods. And then that goes into storage there, and then this, we can put this back together. Come in here and we take all. And then we turn this one back on. That's doing that. This, what's this making? Iron ore, and this goes into rods, and then that goes into storage. So then I think steel plates up there, so we gotta go plug more power into that. Now we're probably pretty low on power up here, so let's take a look. Well, we're doing okay. And this should be doing steel plates. Yep. So the only thing we're missing now is iron rod. So that does that, which we could switch that system over, but yeah, why? And then we have another one here. And down here we're doing copper wire, I believe. So this one's turned off. Turn that one back on. It's like picking up shrubs. Give me your shrubbery! Well, hello, Power Slug. What's this? I don't think we need any iron. You know what? Oh, did I forget to pick up the pigs? I wonder, can you build roads in this? It'd be cool if you could build roads. All this beautiful solar energy just sitting here. Boy, howdy is it warm. Not a bad thing, just really warm. Oh, that wasn't much at all, was it? 8 into 450? That's not going to be very much, is it?
Yeah. It's one of those things where you sit there and watch it, it's hypnotizing. For sure. Can we get to 400 and then just go do something else? Let's do that, because that'll give us at least 4 refills. There we go. Let's check on this one. Oh, let's just straight up biomass in that one. Alright, good enough. We're looking for rods. That's right, rods. There's a power plant right here. Oh, let's just use the straight up biomass too. Problem solved. So this is doing screws, because we're going to need screws in the future, I can tell you right now. This one's doing rods? No, this one's off? Oh, it's drilling. Iron. Is this out of power or something? No, it's fine. This one's on? Yeah, why is it off? What am I missing here? Maybe it just didn't have power? This is doing screws. Why is this one off? This one is getting power from over there. Was this one off? So why are you not mining? Still not enough power. What are we doing wrong? So this goes here. Oh, I have an idea. Let's turn this one on too. That thing comes over here. Is that like too much of a draw or what? What's the deal? So that one goes to that one, and that one goes down into that one, and then that one goes into those ones, which turns this all on. So why is this? Not sure I understand what's going on. Capacity, consumption, max consumption capacity, current capacity, so it's running, so why is that not working? This is drilling. That comes down here, that runs into those. Max consumption, current consumption, capacity 13. So it should be running. This should all be on. So why is this not digging? This is outputting 12. So this goes to those three. This comes down there from here to this. This says consumption 13, max consumption, production 13. Maximum capacity 40. So what's going on? Like, do I need another power plant? So this comes up here. So those two are generating. Those two generate. They come to here. This comes to here, splits to this. So this is running. This comes across. That's producing power. There's 40 watts or whatever max. So, like if I go... I don't understand. No empty power connections. Weird. Oh, maybe we just switch this over. Change the recipe on this. Produce rods. And then we need to put our space elevator somewhere. So this is reinforced plates. Yeah, reinforced iron plates. Ma'am. That's what we want. Space elevator. Okay. So let's go down here and see if we can just get it to make wire. We're doing cable right now, but we need wire. This is running. So that needs an output, which we talked about before. So we'll come here, organization storage, right? We're missing rods. So that we got rods up there, but the new rod production plant doesn't work. So I don't understand what's wrong. Like, do we just have to build another? Because it has more than enough power, and it's transmitting. Right, because it comes here. This goes here. Because that post comes this, turns this on. That post then runs past here, comes here, plugs power into this whole assembly. So, and then we've got power here. But we got a brownout state? I think that's what the yellow means? Like, unless something it doesn't understand. Okay, so this is wrong. That pours ore into here. Oh, maybe I just didn't have the conveyor set up correctly. Could be. This is concrete, but we need to move all this. So I think we pause this one down here. Turn that to standby. Idle that, because we're gonna... All this will get fed into that, and then we'll move, and then we can open up these three lines. Because we'll move this, once that's all loaded in here, we'll move this over here. Even though it's like a waste to come all the way down here, but whatever. This is now making rods. This is now still making screws, I believe. This needs This is still making... This is making rods into screws. Yeah, so that's fine. This is almost done loading. Then we can open up those two lines and do plate. Because then we want to do plate into reinforced plate. Let's just let that roll out. Then we'll move this, because then we got to take everything out of there, because we can't just pick stuff up and move it for some reason. There. So then this gets destroyed. And then we take this. And then we get out of here, we take all. Then we get rid of this. Then we come over here. Take this line out, because that's why we had multiple lines in. So there's our lines out of there. So then we want to come like here, so we can actually take this one out too. And we put our storage here. 3. Conveyor to storage. Come back here, turn this back on. And then we want to come over here, because I think we'll have to make another power plant down here or something. So then we want to come in here and we want to go to smelter. So we're missing iron rods. Durr. Good thing we have iron rods on the way. So is that, right? So that's still making power. Still good there. Right? So then we come over here and we put our smelter down. And same over here. Let's put 2 in just in case. Because we're going to need these anyway, right? So. Here, we put a belt in. Same on this one, we'll take a belt to there. And then, what do we need to do? We need to do constructor. Same on this one. Oh, we're missing reinforced plates, so we gotta go make some reinforced plates, I guess? But that's what our next goal would be, is to connect all this stuff and do that. So this will be digging, making rod. This is making screws over here. This power plant should be okay. It's okay for now. Because the next thing I think we need to do, yeah, those are screws. The next thing we'll have to do is make a power plant, like make a production plant to make biomass. But then I don't know how we harvest biomass. But this should be making rods right now. Take all that, and then we'll change this back to plate. And then, I don't know if we have enough rods to get the next step, but we do. Hit the button.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Let me go look. Let me go look. Oh, it's looking good, dude. Do you have the air jet on? Do you have any samples? Like, that's looking good. I like that. It's not your fault there's fault in the wood. Then we need iron plates, right? Well, no, we need screws. We don't need screws. We can go get screws downstairs. Which fuse went? No, these are good. I want a little grid that shows me which power sections are down. Ouch. That's doing. So it must be the copper side. Oh, that's cool. That's what we're doing. And we need the reinforce, so we need screws and plate. And then, yeah, so maybe we'll build the next line to do... We can do the 200 concrete, that's easy. Because I think we already have it. So this one, we need to do plate, and then this one, I think we need to do screws, and then we need to combine the two. So this one needs an assembler on it. Yeah. And then we need conveyor belt from there to there. And then we need this thing. But we need rotors. So we need more copper, right? Biomass, smelter, assembler, space hub. I think we need to do this. So let's go make some wire or some cable and some plates, and then we'll get the MAM. And then we'll let's see what else we can do. Boy, howdy, is it warm in here? I'm glistening. Like a Christmas ham. Yeah, looks good, Bob. Okay, so we can come in here and we can make the reinforced plates. Because we need a bunch of them. My problem is the center alignment, which I think I need to use, instead of using center alignment, I need to use corner alignment on the Artisan. And probably what I need to do is just do a singular half mil pass every time until I get to do it, and just keep doing it until I get like a flat surface. Because like I think I need to mill the mill plate, but I'm not doing that until I put the back plate on, which I need to put the back plate on. You know, I make a lot of excuses here on the channel, I'll be honest. Alright, so that's done. Then we need some cable. Then we need biomass. Let's do that. Let's do this. Don't do this. Get her done. Yeah, I know. I know. What's this? Screws and wire. Okay. Rotor, we need screws and rods. Okay, well that's easy enough to do. And we need a few of them, but what are we doing over here? Oh, it's still waiting. Okay, so we need screws. This would be doing plate, so we need more screws, but that's okay. This is all powered. Take a batch of 500. And this is a batch of rods. Take those. And we need to put these two lines into one line to make those plates, so, or rotors. It's up to us, really. I think we want to do plates. So we can do the MAM, but I think what we want to do is this thing for, oh, we do need to do the rotors. So let's do the MAM. We'll take this up there.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Alright, then we'll do this one, because we have this one.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available. This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location. Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static. The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Cool. Fancy, if you ask me. Alright. And then we take this, and then I think we just need to make a bunch. So what do we need for this? We need screws and plates. So we need plates. Because we need like 5 of these power shard rotors. Oh, because we got no screws? I don't know what's... Oh, maybe we have to make a bunch of the reinforced plates to do the rotors. Iron rod. Oh, we just need rods. Okay, let's do a bunch of rods. How do I do that? What did I do? I have to make something for you. Done and done and done and done. Done and done and done. We're chilling. Actually, we're not nerding about anything. We're just making stuff. We're just playing some. We're like literally just playing some Satisfactory. I should design. I am tempted to design a little bit. Maybe after I take my break in a little bit. But we're just like literally just playing some Satisfactory because I haven't put much time into it. I'm learning it. And it's hot here. Oh boy, is it hot here. It is, it's a touch warm here, I'll be honest. Screws, alright. I've been printing examples of tools I've never printed before. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, as in stuff from Piled? I need to make a display shelf that can be 3D printed. I can draw one. Yeah. I can draw one, but my problem... Oh, we need rods. I can draw one. But I don't know... don't know what if I should just make one and bring it with me or if I should give it to somebody to make. Yeah, absolutely you should do that. Reinforced plate. Give me a break. I can tell you what ones I should be printing from Piled. Can you make in Piled, can you make a display thing for maker chips? Stereolithographs too. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Well, yeah, I can make one. What I need to do, I'll tell you what it is. I need a shelf for my minis to display my minis, and I don't know if I should bring it with me because like I'm bringing the maker pult, I'm bringing a bunch of minis, I'm bringing maker chips, I'm bringing a couple of maker pults. I don't know. I don't know what I'm bringing because I don't know how much weight I'm allowed on the plane. It's all giveaway stuff, right? So it's like, yeah, whatever. If they say I can't have it, that's fair. I understand. 49. Need more screws. I see how it is. I can show you what I want to do. I'm just not sure how to do it. Because I want it tapered. I want it tiered or whatever. It's basically a staircase. Phew! Pardon me. Pardon-moi, excusez-moi.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fixit.
Well, I'll make them for you. I'll bring them with you if you want. Send me what you want. I'll do it. Yeah, I don't mind. Even if you're not coming, I'll have them for you for next year when I come to Smurf, right? But if you send me what you want and you send me color profiles, it's even better, right? Because, like, the push is to have me go to Smurf. Thinking of my mini. What about my mini? I might bring some painted ones. I don't know. It's hard because it's like I don't want to make anybody just like I don't want to upset Border Patrol or whatever, right? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was basically asking for your opinion. Oh, don't tell me. What does this need again? Screws and iron rod. So there actually has to be a thing. There has to be another one right here. So this will make iron rod. 3. This will then make screws, and then 3. And then this will cut iron. This will cut iron. This will make iron. And this will make iron rod. Okay, so then I need to make a power plant right here, I think. So then I need to do power plant. missing cable. It's okay, we need biomass anyway. I think we have copper on the other side. Yeah, I just have to figure out the step display thing. We got Madness Monday tomorrow, so I'll do that. I'm gonna take a break here in a bit. We might actually open that up and look at it. And then what I'll do is I'll release the design, then somebody can manufacture it for me, right? Because it's all giveaways when we're done anyway. Like, nothing is... I'm not selling anything, so... How did I know that? Okay, so what am I at here? What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, I'm making power, so I need more cable. Oh, it's warm. Come to Texas, it'll be a good time. Yeah. Sense of humor. So what I need to do is actually put 2. This one like here. Then I need to F this one. I need to do this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this. That turns it all on and that starts building rotors. Okay, no, that's not right. What's wrong here? Why? Oh, because they're not loaded? Is this one configured? It is configured. Okay, what's this one? Is this one configured? This one is configured. Is this one configured? This is configured. This is what? This is also configured. So it's just once this goes in, it should go green. Okay, so it's not running. And this goes into storage. Okay, then we just need biofuel. Do you watch slant? What's slant? So I guess no. How did I know I was gonna blow a breaker? Need a chainsaw. It's cool, whatever's over there. What's this? Limestone, nice. No, I don't really watch much YouTube or anything anymore. The only thing I use YouTube for nowadays is falling asleep. I'll be honest. I've become far too envious at times of others while watching YouTube, so I just don't do it. Just don't do it. But if you have the link for it, I can probably watch it later. All my power plants are shutting down. Well, I wouldn't worry about the model generators with you. It's just making sure people know who you are, because your product is very good. It's easy access. It's not. That's different. It's different. It's the growth potential that I see in others. Because I'm like, oh, I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. I'm just like, I can't figure it out myself. That's all. But that's why we do this YouTube stuff, so if you're new here, seeing me on YouTube, welcome, welcome. I am Maker Millwright from the Free Heathen Workshop. We make stuff and do things. Playing some video games to just chillax. We're primarily on Twitch 4 days a week. Once we get big enough here on YouTube, we will be here on YouTube quite a bit. Probably... I like the reserve that YouTube produces, so we probably end up doing... 2 days on Twitch and 3 days on YouTube. YouTube also has a larger reach, for those of you who's curious. So that's like the benefit of it. So I'm gonna take my break. I'm gonna put this on here. Yeah, I'll put you guys on the maker chips though. You can see them. They're almost done. They're 4 hours or something left on them. Yep, long term, YouTube is more reliable, exactly. Hi guys, I'm gonna take a few minutes for myself. I will be back. I can pop open the Discord if people want to talk to me. Twitch, in one way or another, will always be around. There'll always be something like that, where you have a platform designed for streaming and then a platform reserved for like this. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Free Heathen Workshop. My name, of course, is Maker Millwright. Welcome in. Secret word of today is purple. Purple is the secret word today. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're playing video games. I'm gonna jump back, but I think we're gonna end up designing. We have like a programmer here that does amazing work. This is kind of like a chill, let me think kind of moment. We had awesome Whip Sunday. You can go watch it over on Twitch today. Oops, wrong thing. Yes, it's true. Even the incredible Maker Millwright has to think about what he's making. There you go. See, it says, you've been playing for 2 hours. You need a break. So we'll finish up the biofuel, I guess, and then we'll go on to something else. I'm so excited about those little trucks. Thank you, everyone, for supplying that material. We're going to do a bow tie. I think we're doing a rainbow bow tie next because of you. Because the dual color, it'll be fun for doing the bow tie. Yeah, the dual color turned out so good. It's like full body dark colors, which I like. Like, it's traditional rainbow, but it's just full body colors instead of like light colors. And then, yeah, as for when it comes to... Let me make it very clear to you guys. My live streaming, I do it out of pure love of what this is. So, if you're like, oh, well, you know, if something comes up, he won't live stream. No, that's not true. I will always live stream for you. I love that. The thing that appeals to me, like... I do like YouTube videos. I'm not one for the meme YouTube videos, which is like what I would have to do to get your guys' attention. I'm not a fan of that. I like what I make, right? And I like the way I make it. And that is going to be... Oh, yes, I got baggies left. Nice. I was looking for these. I like what I make. I like what I do. I like that part of all this. I like the live aspect of it. I like a live interactive chat. It just is fun. You know what I mean? So for me, it's never going to go away. It's just, it brings me joy to do it. So it's like moments like this where I could sit and play this and then go design by myself. I think it's cool to show you guys my design process, like my thinking process on this. Because there's something special about all of this. And people may not see that or may not understand that, which is fine. But that's not why I do this. I do this whether you understand or not. This will be in 10 years, this will still be on YouTube. So some random moment where I'm sitting here talking to a creator, it will then become a thing in the history of the internet. And I think that's really special. I think the changes that I have gone through, you have a consistent community, even if it wasn't. Remember, we started, like, we're at 2,000. Watch, this video is going to get dated, right? But we started at, we got 2,000, but we started with 2. We've been an influence on the 3D print community, whether people understand or not, that's okay. But that's like, for us, our community, the Free Heathen Workshop, the tribe, the community, whatever you want to call whatever we do, I don't mind one way or another, right? That is very special. You know, it's unique in what it is. So it's a constant growing, it's a constant falling. We always, if you've ever seen one of my Twitch videos, we talk about the up and down of live streaming. And the truth of the matter is, it's really special.
Like a moment like this will never be repeated. Oh, you make games. Yeah, but in a year from now, you don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know what I'll be doing. Does something kick and become truly powerful and give me the ability to do whatever I want when I need to? Does that mean anything? Does it matter? I don't know. Maybe it's just, talking into the void of the internet, But there's a specialness that comes from being around you lovely people. Why is this not working? Maybe because no, that power is all localized. Okay. Nope. We're not making enough electricity. It's because the one's up top. That's the problem. There's a power plant in here somewhere. No, this one's okay. I don't know why it's broken. It's okay. But yeah, so it's like a moment like this is special because in the future, moments like this maybe we're down to streaming 2 days a week because there's too busy. Maybe we're doing live events, There are moments that come from all of this that you would never expect. And I think that's wonderful, personally. Personally. One of the power plants. There's something wrong with one of the power plants. I don't know why this isn't running. This should all be running. It's okay. The game autosaves. But we're going to go back to the base, log out. But, and we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll design some stuff. I think we should design some stuff. And this is all, I don't know why. This is all running to this. Comes in here. Powers this stuff. This stuff's on. This one over here doesn't want to power up for some reason. Yeah, it gets stuck there. Are we not making enough electricity? Maybe we're not making enough electricity down here. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. What does it take to build a space elevator anyway? There we go. That's what we need right there. Yeah, there we go. Tells us what we need. I don't know why everything's powered off though. So we're gonna save game. New save. Enter. Game was saved. Confirm. Then we're gonna quit desktop. We're gonna go look at some stuff. Main screen Tinkercad. Don't have Tinkercad open. Open Tinkercad. I'm gonna turn some music on for myself. You guys are always welcome to pick your own music. How many hours we got in that? 10 hours? Cool. There's Tinkercad. I'm gonna turn some music on. But yeah, there's something special. There's something special about live streaming. There's nothing I've ever found that compares to it. So
So we did the bolter. We're not doing that on here. We did the support coins. We're not doing this till Wednesday because we'll finish this up on Wednesday. And we have nothing free right now to print anyway. We got 2 machines down. Although when that finishes, I might finish up terrain on it because I have Polymaker Gray. So I have sets of stuff that I started, I think. Because we got a bunch of terrain that I need to finish. Although people have been making it, so I don't even know where I'm at for parts because people aren't sending me individual pictures of stuff. What should we work on? Pyle, did you do one of these yet? I don't know if you're still here or not, but did you end up doing a nameplate for the event? Ooh, Tinkercad's slow today. I have some of my... Oh, we could try piled. Let's take a look at piled. Let's look at the shelf generator. I kind of want it to be flat pack, though. There's the laser cut stuff, but I don't know if the laser cut stuff translates into STL. Because the only thing I can think of is like make something in Tinkercad and then use that. Because this bench behind me is a disaster and it needs a shelf. I can make a shelf out of wood, like make some brackets and then wood. But this bench is a literal disaster. It needs like a second platform. And I think I already used that shelf. I don't know. Let me look. I may have used that shelf. I may be able to take that apart and put the second shelf back in. That was supposed to hold the voron. So the voron can sit behind me. But I may... Well, I don't think the voron fits in there. Let me measure the voron. Because I can get power over there, which would then take some pressure off this power side. Let me get my measuring tape. I just saw it too. There it is. So it's like 340 mil by like 280. What's my depth here? Yeah, like the live stream to me is really important. Yeah, so I actually could put the voron over here. The issue over here is power supply. Because I don't really have that much electricity where I am. So that ends up being a consistent issue for me, is the enough electricity to do what I need to do. If that makes sense. This is a lot of this stuff is like kit builds or spare filament or whatever. So this is like a big electronics project over here. This is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Yeah. Stool from a footstool that I need, that I use. There's a little bit of PET G. Is this breakaway filament or is this just white? This is just white. And you might say, well, why don't you put it up on the wall? I have so much stuff on the wall, I don't put any more stuff on the wall. I also really don't like that, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm never going to... I don't think I'm ever going to step away from live streaming. We've done live streaming for years now. And that's like one of the things I think is really important for community activity. Yeah, so this needs to be another box. And that fits in there, I'm sure it does.
But that's like one of the things. We're a small streaming community with a big push compared to other communities. For some reason, people trust my technical knowledge, which I understand why, because I've got a little bit of technical knowledge. Like Polymaker trusts me to make stuff, which I like. That's for all the makers out there. That's what you want to do. Is you want to find an ability to make stuff, and see that people support that. It's kind of important. You're not always gonna win. I'll be honest. I don't always win, but I think the importance is consistency over anything. Like more than anything, I would say consistency in making is super important. That's what I would say. Is like, even if people don't understand what you're doing, which is often my case, they don't get it, is like, make stuff. Like, we've made stuff that's based on other people's designs. We make our own stuff. There's thousands of models through me. Like, there's thousands of models through me. So it's like building that overall consistency. Like, hey, this guy makes a lot of stuff. Good, bad, or indifferent. Because the more you make, the better you're going to get. It's the truth. Right? So it's like continuing. You might say, oh, well, I don't like my designs, or my designs aren't as good as I want. Welcome to the world, my friend. Welcome to the world of design. But I guarantee you, the design you make today, in a month, the next design, whatever it is, will be better. Because like a progressive growth, it's a skill tree for all you video game players. Like it will be. It will be. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. So this needs to get packed, but my Easter rabbit. Easter came and went already, didn't it? Pretty sure it came and went already. Yeah. I love my pigeon. What a wonderful gift. I love that thing. What a wonderful gift. Yeah, I don't think I can pack the truck. We want to grow here on YouTube because we want to be long-term, right? That's our goal, is long-term. Yeah, so this is, if you don't know, there's a community coming around me. And I just keep making stuff for that community. But let's work on a mini. Minis are fun. I think that we're going to make a, like, mimic. Come to stop the rooster. Oh, yeah. So we're going to end up wanting to be on a 32 mil base, I think. Well, let's do a 28, because that's our tile size. Is our tile size? No, our tile size is like 25, isn't it? I don't think any of my... We might have to go to a bigger tile. What tile did we do? We'll have to look at that. We want this to be like 3.5, because that's our thing.
So this is 28. So this can't, you square in the circle? We're pretty close. Okay. I do like the new things. Like, for example, let me show you. So like, let's say we wanted a height of 10. So we'll change this, right? But then when we change our radius, like we can do a radius of 1, right? And then we want to take all the steps away because we want to square. So then we take another one, and we'll move it over here, and we'll make that one a height of 5. Oh, we're in the ones. Get out of the ones. Always get out of the ones. Go to the tens position. Always better. But we can like make a box with a lid, right? We can make a barrel. We can do all kinds of stuff, right? But we can look. We can mock this up, sort of what we want. Now you'll see here with the rounded, there's nothing you can do. There's no stats. Like, see when we bring the box in, it gives us stats. Doesn't do that because this tool they originally made it. So you can see here. Here we go. Sides, but we got no height. We got no nothing. So we can choose our bevel. We're gonna be do a bevel of 2.0, and then we'll round it out. Right? We're not gonna round it out though because we're gonna do right. But then you can see here, like there's not a lot. So if you want to keep your dimensions correct, you just keep adjusting, right? And then we'll just take this, and then these we're gonna move over here because we're gonna take this. Now I don't know what we're doing with this box. I don't know what we're doing just yet, but we'll do the thing, right? So the conversation we were having on Twitch the other day, just to bring you YouTube guys up to speed, was like, I do this primarily on the art side of things, if that makes sense. So what I do is a lot different than what you might see from someone else. It's going to be that way, right? So because like people will often say to me, "Oh, Maker, you're not very technical in your drawings." It's like, well, because what I'm making is mostly art. I don't worry about that. And then people will often say, "Oh, I'm not as creative as you." Well, one, no one is asking you to be me. Don't ever try to be me. Try to be you, and then do your best as best as you can, right? Do we have an interface here? Yes. We have a fair interface there, yeah. But that's my advice. Like, don't like I'm happy to teach you what I know. Like, no big deal, right? But a lot of people think, "Oh, I've got to do it this way or I got to do it that way." No, you don't have to do that. Just make what you want to make. Because the truth is, it's never going to be, there's no perfect design. I think this box is too big, but we might shrink it down. But like right off the bat, there's a few tricks in here that you've already seen me do. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but because one of the things I did right off the bat was I picked my angle. Because I know what angles the
the printers print at, right? And you see here, like our teeth need to come forward. So what we want to try and do, can we move this the other way? Nope. So what we're going to do here, though, is because we want the teeth to join, we could offset the teeth. Let me show you how that's done. So we're going to take this one here. We're going to so one of the things we need to do definitely is work on this inside plane. So now we're on that inside plane. But what we can do is there's a sneaky little trick here. Watch this. Where's my rotate? Oops. But we can rotate this a little bit so our teeth have a little bit of overlap, right? We can do that. Or the other thing we can do is we can come here. So we're going to back this up, and we're going to ungroup these. And what we can do is we can take this one. So these guys here, we'll move these two out of the way. But we can move this one over here. If I can get my brain to work right. So then we take this down, and then what we can do is make this so it meshes with these two. So we can make these ones taller if we want. But like, watch this first. Let's just see what we can do. We're going to come over. See, we're in that gap now, right? But because we're on that plane, we can come down. And then we have weird teeth, right? Does that make sense? And then we just want to blend them into the other teeth so that they overhang into each other so that they print better. We can go up a little bit. Because I think all of these need to go up a little bit, but that's okay. No, that one's okay. Actually, they were okay, but it doesn't matter. But then we just come over here, do the same. And we can take that one out. And now we got that overhang that we want, right? And then we can take this one, we can move it in a little bit. Or we can move it forward a little bit, right? And there's our teeth right off the bat, and we've got that inner, and if we really want, we can take these and move them a little bit forward, right? Just like that. And see how they're in there? So it now blends in, right? And because we can actually hollow this bottom box, let me show you. Because this is going to bridge on the top, right? Because it's going to come here, it's going to print this one, and then it's going to try and print this back one, right? See how it's going to... But we can actually hollow this center block, so we can actually make it print faster if we want. So we just come in here, we go to basic shapes. And can we take the back of the teeth off? Yeah, we can take the back of the teeth off if you guys want. Right? And remember, we'll want to come to where the back meets it. So there's like a little bit of like that. Something like that's okay. Right? And we're not actually going to cut the top box, we're just going to cut the bottom box. And we can say, oh, well, we just want to shave the back of those teeth off, make them a little more square, right? Just makes them easier printing. You won't see it, right? So what we can do is take the bottom teeth. See, well, we're going to group the top teeth first, I guess. Make them a group. But you see the bottom teeth? Well, we can group them to the bottom. See, and now you've got a little box. But you want to maintain this internal structure. But because you can do corners on it, you can do whatever you want. Like we could do some bars on the top of it and on the sides of it. You know what I mean? And then we just take a look at this, and we're going to group it all. And remember what this will be rounded, and then it's got a little bit of a bevel on it, 0.5, and then And that's too big, right? Well, that's easy enough to fix because we didn't cut up a lot, right? But we can just take this and we can just scale it down a little bit. That'll still print nicely, right? There's a mimic box right off the bat. Just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, well, it's a little bit dull. Okay. So we'll take that, save that for later. But we can do all kinds of stuff here. Like we can take a block, make this, and then hit D, and you'll see it brings it up. Doesn't work the way we want, right? So we don't worry about that. We take a new one, and we come over here. And we can take this block, and we can give a stripe right down the middle of it. Remember, you want to be pretty thick on stuff, just so you know. And we're just trying to match that top lid. Oh, well, that doesn't, I don't understand. Well, that's easy. You just kind of ungroup it. That lid now is an object, right? And if your numbers are weird, just correct your numbers. But then that just comes in like that. Oh, well, it's not aligned correctly. That's easy enough. We come here, we align to the top. Right? And then we can take this, you know, we can take the math off that. We can do a bunch of different things. Right? So we can take this, and we don't worry about this build plate, so we change our direction of build plate. And we just copy this. Now, are we going to make this? No, we're going to remake this item. So we just look at this, and we know. So we have to take some math off it. So we got to come up here and be on top of it again. But we know this is going to be 2 by 14 and 0.2. We don't need the length of it. We just need the width of it. So we just come back here. So this is going to be a 2 mil. And then we can put lines on the box. So we just come in here, we make it 2 mil. And we know it's about 1 mil thick, right? But here's the exciting part. So there's this tool called the magnetic tool. You take the magnetic tool and you put it on the back here. Now, did it give us the 90 degree we wanted? No, but we can do this. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Then we put our build plate back to normal. And then we just come down here. And of course, we're going to take it and check that it doesn't stick through the bottom of the plate, right? And then we just kind of want to make it overhang just, we don't want it to overhang too much, so we just come in like that. And then we can definitely check to see that it's aligned. Then we just check our alignment. Just like that. And then if we don't like how much it hangs over, which we probably don't, but we can definitely move it up and down, right? Just like that. There's just a little more. Now, do we do the same on the front? Yeah, let's do the same on the front. There's our red. Let me just bring it back out. There we go. There's our mimic box. Easy peasy. That'll print nice too. And then what I would do, typically what I would do is I print this separate than the base. Right. We did gears the other day. We're working on gears on Wednesday. But there's our box. We have 2 versions. Stripe and no stripe. That was... Sorry, I really didn't have a whole lot of Tinkercad today, because today's your guys' day over on Discord. Or not Discord. Well, on Discord and on Twitch, right? And that was just something I thought up of while I was watching... while I was playing video games. That's what I do. That's my process. Just easy peasy. Something fun. And then we can take this one apart, because if we don't like how this is, so we take this on here. Right, because we want to make sure that's embedded, right? We don't want any floating parts. So what we can also do is make it a little shorter. Just like that. And then, oh, well, we want to put a radius on it. Okay, put a 0.5 on it. Oh, maybe we don't want, so let's do 0.75. Let's do 1. Now it gives you those lines. Well, now you can see, right? Or you can just increase the radius. And then just come back into the object like that. Same here. So we come back, reset to 0. But there you go. 1. Smooths it out. Yeah. But that's how quick it is, quick and easy when you have the idea in your head. You just whip it out in Tinkercad and just do the thing. I know, it's been 2 hours of me playing video games for 15 minutes of design. I know, that's how it is. The other thing we could do if we want to have some fun with it, we put feet on it. The problem with putting feet on it is that how do we get it to print nice? Right? So it ends up printing with a lot of supports for put on feet on it. Because even if no matter what I do, it's going to need supports if I put feet on it. And what I mean by feet is I can do something like this. So I'll take something like this, take a cone, right? And then I can make some feet for it. So it's like maybe I want to do some half cone feet. And then I maybe put an arc on the back of it. I'm going to change my background color because the white hurts my eyes. Build plate's set to 400 because that's the largest machine I have. So whenever I'm designing something, I want to know what my max possible size is. And then we just double check this by making that hollow. So it needs to come back just a touch because it needs to intersect with the other object, right? We take this, right? And then we just scale it down and decide what we want. So we then bring this down under the build plate. So we bring it down. And oh, maybe those toes are too big, or maybe this is too big. So what I think we'll do is actually make this bigger. Oops, undo. I want this to be grouped. And then we can do that, right? And then we can copy this and make them parallel. Then you group them. And then what we do is we take a block. So we come over here, take a empty block, and then so we now know where the bottom of that pad is. And we just align to this, right? We're going to align. Center, center. Then we group it. And now we got toes. Toesies! Now, what we could also do is we could take this, rotate it up, bring it up, and now a little leggies. Now, say our leggies are too big. Right, we're on center, so it's okay. But we can bring it down, just like we can make these toesies smaller, right? So make our toesies a little bit smaller. And we want to make everything center on center, which it is, so we group it. Then we take a little box, and we kind of just bring this up so we can see what we want to look like. Let's say we want 2 feet on it. And remember, we're going to keep this as a hollow so we can see where we're bisecting inside. So, like that, right? And then, of course, we can turn these a little bit. So it has some movement to it. But when you do that, they're touching, so it's okay. But if they're not, you want to put a bar between them to increase the surface area. But as you can see there, we're good. And now, we're still too tall. Bring it down, bring it down. As long as we don't see the next shape, there we are, right? But because of the shape of this, these feet are going to create a requirement for supports. If we bring them back a little bit, it's still going to do it. There's nothing you can do, right? Right? And then see, we don't have overlap anymore. So what we would do is we take a bar and just bring it down to about 1 mil. 1 mil. And then all we do is we stretch this out and we take that bar and we put it between the feet. And you might say, oh, well, I don't like that angle. Well, that's easy enough to change, just like that. Right? But before we do that, so we're going to go back a step, we can widen this bar out. I think it's hidden in the feet, right? And oh, I don't like that either. So then you come into the front, make it a little more. And that little bar, what it does is it connects the 2 feet when they're printing, so there's less likelihood that they'll just pop off. And there you go, right? And then this goes back to solid. And then what we can do is we can group these. And I think we can try and align them. I don't know. Boop. See, that puts them way back, so we don't want them there. So we want them there. But it's that simple. If you give it a third leg in the back, it might help with supports. So that's easy enough to do. And remember, we're making sci-fi stuff, so it doesn't. We can do whatever we want, right? We don't have to worry about what, like, we just make our own things, right? So we just take this, we ungroup it, and we take this leg. And we just come back as far as we can without going outside the shape. Now, we could cut them back, too. We could cut them back in a way, like, for example, we know where the bottom of that box is, right? So we can actually come here with this box. See that box? Well, we can bring that box up 1 mil. So it'll be -1. And then we just use that to cut the feetsies. So we take this, the footsies, the tootsies, the whatever you guys like to call them. I'm going to say, well, I don't understand. Well, actually, you're going to invert that completely because it sets your datum line. Oops, undo. So you take the center pip and then you just reverse it. Right? So, and that'll cut your... But it's still going to need supports. Then we just rotate it like that. But because we make whatever we want, we don't have to worry about, oh, that doesn't look like X or that doesn't look like Y. You just make whatever you want. And that's like how quick and easy it is to make, like that's just a mimic. Oh, okay, well we want this one too to have legs. Well, that's easy. So we're going to group this, we're going to copy this, we're going to set it aside, right? So these two are paired. We ungroup this, we take this, and we make them parallel. So we bring them up to the top, we bring them to alignment, we bring them to center. Then we just delete out the brown one. Oh, we don't like the position of our feet? That's okay. So again, we have this one now, right? So we can take this one, change its color. And we can do this. So now this big white one, oops, undo. Want to ungroup those. So we can take this one out, and we can move our feet wherever we want them. Like that. And we take this one, and then we rotate this one. Like that. You just it's just whatever you want it to be. Everybody gets really hung up on what it can't be, and really you should be getting hung up on what it can be. And see how that bar in the middle is still protecting us? Well, we can take this and rotate it this way. And then we can come like here. Oh, we don't like that? We just do this. We can move it around, right? Oh, it's not burying in the 1 foot. That's okay. So we copy it. So we take one, put it that way. Then we take this one and we reverse it, flip it and reverse it. I don't know if you guys like Missy Elliott or not, but there you go. Now the feet are all tied together. And you can always cut those out. When you're done, you can cut them out if you want. And we've now come up. Oh, I'll have to undo this again. But basically, we've come up with 4 new models that did not exist before we decided to make them. I'm going to use those legs again. And I'm just going to put a sphere on top of it. Actually, we're going to split the sphere. We're going to probably do a sphere inside a sphere. Watch. So we'll copy this. Change its color. Yellow. Why yellow? Yellow makes it easier for me to see it. 18. And then we just take this up. And we can come up 10 mil. Let's come up 11, so we're just past. Oops, nope. 11, just because then we're just past the center line because it's a 20 mil ball. Right? So we then combine them, so they become one. Then we take this apart, because I like that position of those feet, so we get rid of this box. We don't need it anymore. Then we take this, and then we come up, and you say, oh, well, what about the positions or whatever? Okay, let's move the feet around. Because we can make this all one thing. So we can join all of this as a single object, and then change this to like, we want this to be like, say, blue. We can now align center on this, and the ball should dissolve into the feet. Oh, it doesn't. Well, that's easy enough to fix. We just come in here, we take this foot, and we can push it back. Pull this one forward. We can turn this one. And we just make sure that the edge lip doesn't come out. And now we have a brand new monster. And then if we really want, we can actually make like an iris on it. Yeah, we can make this a globe. So we're going to change the color on this, right? Because you remember, you always want to keep changing the colors because you don't want it to confuse you. So this should be 20. Yeah, we could actually make this a little shorter. So we'll make this 19.5. And then if we're worried about the feet, we ignore the feet. We just take this ball, this and this align. Join the two. Oh, that's boring? Okay. We can go in here, take a cylinder, take our cylinder, take our math on our cylinder, turn it to 12 sides so it has some shape to it. We can align center, right? So that makes it easier to do the thing. Do I know what this is called? No. Will I make up a name for it? Sure. But that's just make what you want and don't worry too much about what other people think. And remember, this is going to fit in on my 28 mil, right? See? You know, the other thing is we can make it a mouth. So let's take this one where we like the teeth, right? We're going to take this apart and we're going to take this apart. I'm just guesstimating here. I'm just doing a thing. I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason to any of this. It's just whatever I think looks good. And we're going to do a little divot in there, right? So that'll be a divot. That was a divot, right? Now we take this apart. So then now we got the teeth, right? So we can take the teeth that we already made and get rid of this. And we can just take these up here. And the easiest way to do it is do it symmetrically. But there's a trick to it. So we'll take this here, you'll see. So we'll ungroup these. And you see there, oh, it's not fitting to the bottom. Put it down. So what you want to do is bring it down, 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 and then bring it up if you want, right? But then you can bring it in if you want. Maybe I want my teeth a little bit more pointy, right? The other thing we can do is we can take it like that. Oh, they're really true now. Well, not really. If we want to change them, we can put them at 22 degrees or 22 degrees or maybe 10 degrees, right? Bring them back to center. There's our center. Then let's make them 10 degrees, right? We're still burying. Okay, so that looks good, right? So then we take this one out. We bring this one back. Comes this way. And remember, you can flip it. So then you take that and you say, oh, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, bring it in until you disappear the line. A line on center. Then group. Then you can copy them and rotate them. And then, so we got these short teeth, right? We worked on these short teeth. So we'll take these short teeth. We'll do the same thing again. So you can see now we have a choice, right? We can either push down into the model like that, right? And then we can pull up again if we want, right? And we can bring them in a little bit, right? So a little more. And then again, we still have that choice of turning them out. But if we're going to do that, we want to be, right? We want to start with the original. So we'll go back, right? Because we're going to put it in the middle. So then we take these ones, we group them, then we can set them aside. And you might say, well, I don't understand how the patterning works. Watch. So let me get close to that. Let's offset by 10 degrees like we did the other one. Make sure that see the bottom isn't there, so we're going to undo that. Well, actually, we could do that, and we can just push it forward. Make it skinnier, right? Now remember, you don't want to make them too small. You want to get to about a 0.8, that's about it. Because that's what a number 4 nozzle can handle. Then you just copy it, bring it across. Then you want to invert it, or sorry, reverse it, flip it and reverse it, like Missy Elliott says. And you group them, right? Well, we got stuff at the 12 position, right? Well, that's fine. We can come into the 22 position, and then we can come across to the other 22 position, like that. And then when these teeth come back in, because they'll center, and then we group these ones. Oh, look, they're not what we want. Okay, turn them. Oh, looks cool to me. And we went from a box, just a random box, to, what do we got? Because each model's slightly different, right? So 2, 4, 6, 7 models in one sitting. Just by playing with it. You know how like Bob Ross is always like, oh yeah, there's no just happy little accidents? That's what we're doing. Easy peasy. Oh, okay. So you wanna dress up the base tile? All right. That's easy. We can do that. 2 mil looks when we want to compare it, right? We want to compare it to here. 2 mil's kind of thin. Let's do 3 mil. There we go. Now we got a plank. Okay. Oh, we want them rounded. Easy enough. Come in here, put a radius of like say 0.75. You'll kind of get to the radiuses that you like. Oh, we want them to butt up, or we don't want them to butt up. So we just get rid of this guy. We'll turn this brown so you can kind of imagine it easier. Make them parallel. Right? But then we group them, right? But then we're going to copy them, and then we'll put them up next to the next one. And then we just take the whole thing. Oops. Then we take the whole thing. Group them. Copy them. Flip them. Take the flipped ones. Align to that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it helps if you get a little close. Because but you could even take that. You could take that as a V, right? But you want to kind of align to that. Now you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, then you'll take this, and you'll just take these ones, and then you're going to align to this one. You're going to align to the edge of this one. See how you're aligning to the edge, and then to the bottom. And then you're going to grab everything else. You're going to group it. Well, we know, just from our experience, we know that we're going to actually leave 1 mil around the outer edge of the tile. That's just what we do. So we know that the disc is 28. So we then make this a disc of 26 because, remember, 1 mil, it's the radii, right? So it's from the center out, not across. If it's across, it's the diameter, it's double. Does that make sense? 26. Well, how do we cut those to get what we need? That's easy. We use a negative space technique. So we just make a box. The box size doesn't matter as long as it exceeds the whatever you've made. So you join the two. Oh, we got a punch out now. Okay, now what? Well, then we just take this, align it to we can align it to this lower guy. Hold on, give me a second here. Gets a little bit finicky. Okay, so now we're aligned, but we're not going to use that. We're going to use this and this. And look what we got. And you might say, well, that's kind of cool, but boring. Well, the cool thing about that is, so if we copy this, I'll show you in a second, but we align these. Now remember, our total height, we want this to be at 3.5. So this will come up to 3.5. So this will be 3.3.5 because that's the height. No, that's not right. D. So this ends up being 2.5. And then this needs to come up. I forget how I did this. We'll double check it. That's not right. Oh, I know how we can do this. We can actually make this. So if that's 2.5, we can make this 1 mil thick. And you might say, well, that's kind of lame. Well, we can change that, right? But we make this 1 mil thick. Then we just come up parallel to the top. Well, it'd be 1.10 or 1.1 because you need an interface layer, but 1.1. It doesn't really matter the interface layer. I just use 0.1 because I know then I just drop down 0.1, or right? It's not a big deal. But then we come here, we go parallel to the top of this, right? Well, then we're going to come up 1 mil. This becomes 1. And then we can check our height. We check our height. Our height is 3.5. Now, one of the things that Jimmy DeRista always says, and has told me, not like we're personal friends or anything, but has told me, is always put your initials on it. Put your mark on it. Always put your mark on it. So I bring it down. It's 2.5 is normally what I use, and then I use a layer height of 0.6. Then, because it's going to be reversed, we reverse it. Then we make it a negative. Then we align to the bottom orange disk. Then we group it. That way, if you ever make your internal structure go all the way through by mistake or whatever, you're always cutting your initials into it. But then we just copy that, right? We set that aside. Now, okay, this is kind of boring, right? There's a reason why I made those planks extra big. So we're going to ungroup this because we don't need this anymore. So we're going to ungroup this. We're going to, and that's our thing. So now what we can do is we can move these planks around inside that shadow. Let me just tilt here. We don't need this anymore. So we can ungroup this, and now it'll all be rods, right? Okay, so maybe we want the seam over here. Maybe we want this seam more this way. Maybe we want this seam more this way. Maybe we want this seam like this. Maybe we want this seam a little bit like this. Maybe we want this seam more like this. Right? that's as easy as it gets. Then you group it all. It'll cut it out, and then we'll have the same thing again. So again, we're going to set this to 1.1 mil, 1.1 mil. We could actually do with the 2.1. It doesn't make a difference. Come to the parallel to the top of this. We want this, and then we're going to grab the brown object, and we're going to come up 1. And the reason why the gaps are in there is to make sure we get it, right? Does that make sense? So there we go. We've got, how many models did we render here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do one more. I don't know if chat's active. Chat, are you active? Discord, are you active? I love that. I love that. I love that. We need to talk more about that. That is awesome. I love this. I love that. That's cool. Okay, so chat's kind of quiet. We could put a pipe in it. Let's make a pipe in it. That's pretty easy too. So we'll take the same thing again. We're going to copy it out. So say we want like a pipe in there, like a drainage pipe or something, or maybe just a pipe that goes across the floor. That's easy enough. Although it gets a little annoying because you'll see here, but I'll show you. Let's go here. Let's go my favorites. I always favorite the pipe because I use it a lot. So this one is a lot of math, and you can, if you mess with it before you mess with the math, it will be a problem, and I'll show you because you have to adjust to the new proportions. So we want something like that, right? But then we're going to have to change our lead in. And that'll give us one of these lengths, like forget which. There it is, right? So we can keep going. Because it's scaled. So that's like whatever ratio our scaling is. We don't really care because we're going to cut it using the same technique we previously used. And then our lead out's the same. We don't care. You might say, I don't understand why you don't care. You'll see. Right? So this will copy, ungroup. Actually, we can just do it on that one. Never mind. Let's do this. Ungroup. Ungroup our floor. So now we just come down here. We can select our name and the base plate. We join them. Then we lock them. We group. In by locking the bottom one, nothing will change on that. So then what we'll have to do is we'll have to then unlock it and then do it. So you see there, oh, it didn't work right. That's okay. Doesn't matter because that one's outside of what we need. Now we've changed nothing. We've scaled nothing. Watch. We don't need this though. Boop. Problem solved. And then we just unlock. So we lock and then unlock because it's just easier. Then we just center align. I think these ones might not be center aligned as well. Are they? No, they're fine. I don't know what happened to that one. No, they're fine. Okay. I don't know. Double check that we're grabbing everything. Looks like we are. Now we just take these, we make them parallel, because that's what people like. Don't ask me, I just work here. But with our monsters, that base may not work, right? I don't know if it will. Yeah, it won't. We'd have to cut it or whatever. Can we turn? I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Can we turn away from it? No. Yeah, it won't. But that's okay, because we can use that base for something else. But there we go, right? Oops, don't delete that. We just made that. I gotta hit the copy button more. But that's, you know, just whatever you want to make. Just make what you want to make, and don't worry about the rest of it. I actually had someone approach me today and said, "Oh, for your game pieces, like, is there a game?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Is it okay if somebody else uses them for another game?" Yep. It's fine by me. Oh, maybe they want to collab. Okay. I work on Beacon of Doom. I work on Dark Star Chronicles. And if somebody else wants to use them, and they want to make rules and have fun with it, that's fine. I've got 500 models, something like that, plus another 10. So you can get my stuff like down below, right? But yeah, like if you guys have a feedback or like, oh, try this, I don't mind. Everything I do is community based, right? So yeah, I like it. All right, guys. Well, that's 3.5 hours of me, 2 of which we're playing video games. Figure that one out. Maybe more. But you know, like we make stuff and we do things, and I got a bunch of projects that I still need to work on instead of just randomly making something. Mash that thumbs up like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Leaving a comment really helps actually. But yeah, we're just trying to grow. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe someone will cut this up for me. I don't know. But yeah, my name is Maker Millwright. This was the Free Heathen Workshop.
We're back tomorrow at noon on Twitch. Today was a Super Sunday, which just is a random Sunday I put together. And I just really appreciate making for you guys. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.